If you are anything like me and are just celebrating that it's fishing season, then you have a home here. Welcome to The Go Show. See? I turned the little microphone off. I can still talk instead of doing some dancing thing going on. See? I can talk. All right, let's get to this. Here we go. And thanks for hanging out with us. You can find us on social media, facebook.com/The Go Show with Mike Russell. We have the video up right now. You can see my ugly mug sans headphones. Yeah, I left them at home. And I even left my little microphone fuzzy thing, these little windscreens. I left that at home too. I'm feeling naked. Seriously. Intern Sarah's is laughing at me. I feel goofy without this because I'm not hearing myself. There's no feedback into my ears. It's driving me nuts. But thanks for being here. You can find us on Instagram at well. Hold on. Gonna have a little bit of coffee. Talk amongst yourselves. You can find us as well on Instagram. Go Mike Russell. Oh my goodness. At The Go Show with Mike Russell. It is off to that crazy of a show. Yes, it is nuts. I was doing my reading through the week. And yes, I do read. Believe it or not, I can read. I think that's what surprises most people. And I came across a mushroom hunting article, an article about mushroom hunting. Now, we celebrate all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state that we live in. Okay? And a little later, we're going to talk about geocaching. We're going to talk about kayak fishing. We're going to talk about fitness. We've got a lot going on, some crazy headlines, a lot of fun stuff. But I was reading this article, believe it or not, about mushroom hunting because it caught my eye. Because I have members of my family that say that they hunt. And when they say that they hunt or they went hunting, they're talking about mushrooms. Now, if I can, I encourage everyone to be open arms, welcoming to the outdoors. Any way you're going to get people outdoors and outside in fresh air and vitamin D and contributing to conservation, contributing to the environment. Yes, I say do that. But can I be a little snobby? Can we eliminate the word hunting when it comes to mushrooms? Can we stop saying that? You're not hunting. You're not hunting by any stretch of the imagination. As a matter of fact, you are stealing. You are stealing what the things I hunt eat. You're stealing the food from what I hunt. So that should be it. It should be mushroom thievery instead of mushroom hunting. You're taking the food from my deer and my elk. They want to have some nice mushrooms. Okay, it's snobby. I get it. Don't shake your head at me. It's snobby. I understand. But it's not hunting. It's not hunting by any stretch of the imagination. The weather is warming up, and I'm very sad. I'm very sad to report that spring training is now over. I love that it is baseball season. I'm a baseball guy, and once again, I know, get after me about the Dodgers, do whatever you want to do. It is my team, deal. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited for baseball season, and I love the summer months, and yes, I don't mind the heat. I do sometimes go, oh, man, it's hot. But that's about it. It's our right to, we live here in Arizona, we can complain about the heat. It's not really complaining. Anyway. I was thinking the other day, as I was at the dermatologist having things burned off of my face. Not kidding. They take this spray thing, and I know what it is. And when she comes in with it, I'm like, you can just walk with that thing. Get that thing away from me. I don't like it. And they have to freeze things up. They zap you. Pss, pss, pss. Zap, zap, zap. And it hurts. It doesn't feel good. You're like, ooh, that's cold. Ow, that's painful. Yeah, as I was having things burned off of my face, and I mean like 7 of them. And she said, okay, if because we have so many of these, I don't need to see you in a year. I need to see you in 6 months. I'm like, okay. So it got me thinking about sunscreen. And we hear it all the time in Arizona. That's it. Arizona should be sponsored by a sunscreen company. Brought to you by Coppertone, which is bad news anyway. They still call it Coppertone because apparently we shouldn't be out getting suntans. Okay, now, here's where I'm going with this. What is he doing? Here's where I'm going with this. I was talking to Rob Hunter, and I asked him about sunscreen because he's fair-skinned, whatever. He's pasty. And he was talking about an article that he was reading about the other side of sunscreen. I'm like, well, this is a debate we need to have, or this is a discussion we need to have. And it reminded me of a conversation I had with Kevin Nakata, the Sea Samurai, is that he wears the long sleeve shirts, and I'm putting my hands. Oh, we're on video. Long sleeve shirts, and he wears the neck thing that you can pull up over your face. He has the hat, and he wears pants, and he puts on no sunscreen. And I asked him one time, why doesn't he? Actually, I was applying sunscreen, and I went to him, do you need some sunscreen? He goes, I don't put sunscreen on. And I asked why, because he's out on the ocean all the time. Like, how do you not wear sunscreen? I know he has a different skin complexion, but you obviously get sunburned. And he said, well, what's worse for your body? Trying to avoid the sun or not, kind of limit your sun exposure, or putting goop into your skin that absorbs, and chemicals that absorb into your skin. What's worse for you? That's a heck of honestly, that is a heck of an argument. It's a heck of a question. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a chemist. So I don't really know, but you really think about that. This is something that's manufactured, mass-produced, put in a tube, and you're just all over your face and rubbing it in and all over your skin, and you call it good. And you don't get sunburned, but your skin absorbed all these chemicals. So there's this give and take. So I'm going to give it a try this year. I do the daily 30 SPF 30 on the face. It's just what I've gotten in the habit of doing now. I'm probably going to keep going with that. But when I'm out, when I'm fishing, I'm going to invest in I know AFTCO has their Ninja line, and it's really, really light shirts, really cool shirts that you can actually get wet, keeps you cool, but it blocks the sun. It's like SPF 50 or something like that, and they've got the thumb holes so it stays down and you're not being exposed to the sun. I'm going to try that for a season to see if that works. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just going to see if it works. I would rather wear that than put a bunch of chemicals all over my body, right? And it's a pain in the butt too, and no one likes that. And by the way, if you're fishing and you're putting sunscreen all over yourself, where do you start the sunscreen? Yeah, what do you rub the sunscreen in with? Your hands. And then you get all that stuff on your hands, and then what do? You go and touch your bait. That's right. You touch your lures, you touch all that stuff. Now what does it do? You throw it in the water, it smells like what? Copper tone. It smells like coconut. I haven't met a lot of people that didn't catch fish with coconut. So just the scents throw things off. We know about scents. We know about attractants. We know about all that. And trust me, sunscreen is not an attractant for fish. It definitely isn't. So what did we cover here, Sarah? Mushrooms? Yeah, don't call it mushroom hunting. It's mushroom stealing, because you're stealing food from what we hunt. And I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to wear the pants and the long sleeve shirts. I'm not going to do the sunscreen thing when I'm out fishing. I'm going to see if, I don't know if it's going to make my body feel any better or worse, but if I can be comfortable for an entire day out on the water, a morning or an evening out on the water, and don't have to put sunscreen on, sign me up. I know, it's a new way of thinking, I guess, but the question was raised by two of my closest advisors and friends, so might as well. Try something new. And just report back if you want to try it. Yeah, and I will check my email in the second segment, because I'm actually filming with my camera phone right now. Did I call it a camera phone? Whew. Is that right up there with flip phone? Oy, it is a rough start. I might need a skosh more coffee. Stand by. Yes, I'm actually filming with my phone, so I can't check my email right now. But one of you, thank goodness, I don't ask, people don't ask much of me. They just ask that I'm coachable, right, Sarah? They ask that I'm coachable. So I said, if you want to get a hold of me, Facebook Messenger, es no bueno. If you want to get a hold of me, mike@gomikerussell.com. If you have questions, I will respond. And somebody just unloaded on a list of questions. I'm sorry, I'll get to your name here in a second, because whatever. Like I said, the coffee hasn't kicked in yet. I can't remember anything, but I do remember what's coming up on the show. Holy cow, let's get back on the rails here. Get right back on the train and get going here on The Go Show with Mike Russell. We celebrate all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of the state that we live in. Brian Sefji He is on the Hobie fishing team. He is on the Lower Gear fishing team. He is one of the best kayak anglers in the state. He is going to join us. We're going to talk about all things kayak fishing right here in the great state of Arizona, including an opportunity for you to get into tournament. Try it again. Tournament fishing gratis, free. Yeah. Right? And then we got headlines in the second hour, and the boys from Vita Sauna are going to be here. So we've got a big show. Thank you so much for being with us. This is The Go Show. Hang tight. We'll be right back.